Good morning, students. Today we will solve these entries. Journalize the following transactions and post them into ledger. So, first we have to prepare journal and then ledger accounts. February 1st, started business with cash rupees 60,000, goods worth rupees 20,000 and bank balance rupees 25,000. So, in this entry, there will be 4 accounts involved. First will be cash, second will be goods, and third will be bank balance, and fourth will be obviously capital because all these things are invested into business by the owner to start the business. Second, bought goods from Vishwas worth rupees 30,000 at 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount and paid the full amount. Bought goods means purchase goods from Vishwas. Here party's name is given. The transaction is of rupees 30,000 at 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount and paid the full amount. As payment is made fully, party's name is not important. So in this entry, we will have purchases account, cash account, and as there is cash discount, we have to add discount account in this entry. Understood? Now third entry, paid rent by cash rupees 3,000 and paid salary rupees 2,000. So 3 accounts will be involved, rent, salary and cash. 10th February, sold goods to Nupur rupees 50,000 at 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount. Half amount received immediately. We have sold goods to Nupur worth rupees 50,000. We have given 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount for immediate payment, and half amount received immediately means half transaction is of cash transaction and half transaction is of credit transaction. So 4 accounts will be involved here if we pass combined entry: Nupur's account, sales account, discount account and cash account. Understood? Now 15th Feb, a customer Mr. Rajesh directly deposited rupees 5,000 into bank. 2 accounts will be involved, bank account and Rajesh account. Okay. Now next and last transaction. Mr. Ravi owed us rupees 10,000 is declared insolvent. Mr. Ravi owed us rupees 10,000 म्हणजे the amount receivable from Ravi rupees 10,000. रवीकडून आपल्याला 10,000 रुपये येणे होते. He is declared insolvent. Insolvent means bankrupt. Means उसका दिवाला निकल गया है. दिवाळं निघाले त्याचं असं सांगितलंय. And 30% in a rupee were received from his estate. 30% in a rupee. Rupee is of 100 paisa. 30% means 30 paisa from 100 paisa. That is 30% of the amount received from his estate, and remaining will be bad debts. In this way we have to solve all these transactions. First we will pass journal entries. These all are combined entries. Today we will learn how to post the combined entries in ledger. Okay, first we will pass combined entries in this journal and then we will post them into ledger. So let's start. First entry will be of February 1st. Date, particulars, LF, that is ledger folio, debit amount, credit amount. Now we will pass first entry of starting business. So the entry will be cash account debit. Cash account is debited because cash comes into business. Debit what comes in. Goods, for goods we will use either purchases account or stock account. We will use purchases account. Purchases account debit. Bank balance will be debited, bank account debit. To capital account. Cash account will be debited by 60,000. Purchases account will be debited by rupees 20,000. It is assumed that the owner has purchased goods and invested into business, and bank balance rupees 25,000. So total amount 1,05,000 was invested by the owner into business. Okay. Understood? So being the business started. This will be the narration of first combined entry, and this entry involves 4 accounts. Now February 2nd, bought goods from Vishwas worth rupees 30,000 at 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount and paid the full amount. We all know how to solve, that is how to calculate discount, but I will show you here the working notes. We can solve working notes on a different page. So entry of February 2nd, we'll solve here. Purchase goods from Vishwas. Bought goods from Vishwas means purchase goods from Vishwas worth rupees 30,000. So 30,000 is the list price, that is original price. From that we have to deduct 20% trade discount. So 20% trade discount, that is TD. 20% of 30,000. I told you after removing 1 0 the amount come, it will be 10% amount, that is 3,000 is 10% amount. 30,000चं 1 0 कॅन्सल केलं की 3,000 रुपये जे येतात ते 10% असतात. 10%चे दुप्पट केले म्हणजे इंटू 2 केलं की 20% येतात. सो 6,000 विल बी 20% अमाउंट. 6,000. So the amount will be 24,000 after deducting trade discount. Now we have to deduct less 5% cash discount. We will get all 5% cash discount because we have purchased goods and paid the full amount immediately. So 5% of this amount. 10% will be 2,400. Half of that will be 5%, that is 1,200. See here, you can use formula and calculate discount. 30,000 into 20%. We can use formula, रेग्युलर फॉर्म्युला फॉर कॅल्क्युलेटिंग ऑल्सो. फक्त मी इथे तुम्हाला तोंडी फास्ट कसं काढायचं ते शिकवलं. हे 2 झिरोज कॅन्सल होतील. 300 into 20, सो इट विल बी 6,000. इथे आपण ते कॅल्क्युलेट केलेलंच आहे. त्याचप्रमाणे 24,000च्या 5% पण तुम्ही फॉर्म्युला यूज करून कॅल्क्युलेट करू शकता. 24,000 into 5/100. कसं काढतात ते स्कूलमध्ये तुम्हाला शिकवलेलं आहे. 2 zeros will be cancelled against these 2 zeros and 240 into 5, it will be 1,200. Okay, so either use the formula and calculate on the rough page, or मी सांगितलं तसं तुम्ही तोंडी काढू शकता फॉर फास्ट कॅल्क्युलेशन. दिस इज इझी. सो 1,200 we will deduct from this. So the remaining amount is 22,800. Now while passing the entry, we will not consider list price and trade discount. We will only consider 24,000, 1,200 cash discount and 22,800. Okay, so let's pass the entry here and write the amount accordingly. Bought goods from Vishwas. 3 accounts will be involved: purchases account, cash account and discount account. We have purchased goods, so purchases account will be debited. We have paid cash, so cash account will be credited. And we are getting discount while making payment. We are paying less amount, that is less by rupees 1,200. So this discount will be our gain. So discount account will also be credited because creditor gains and incomes. Okay, so purchases account debit to cash account to discount account. This will be the entry. Purchases was done worth rupees 24,000. Cash was given 22,800 as per our calculation, and discount received is 1,200 in this transaction. So narration will be being the goods purchased at 5% cash discount. Only goods purchased is also sufficient. Now February 5th. For this entry, that is entry on February 5th, no need of any working note because they told us that rent paid by cash 3,000, salary paid 2,000. So three accounts will be involved: rent account, salary account and cash account. Rent is our expense as we are paying rent. Salary is our expense as we are paying salary. So these two accounts will be debited, and as we are paying cash, cash is going out, cash account will be credited. So entry will be rent account debit, salary account debit. Rent account will be debited by the amount of rent, that is 3,000. Salary account will be debited by rupees 2,000. It means cash is going out from our business, total rupees 5,000. By using traditional approach, rent and salary account is nominal account. Debit all expenses and losses, credit all gains and income. These are our expenses, so these accounts are debited. Now cash account is real account, credit what goes out, total amount is going out rupees 5,000, so cash account is credited for rupees 5,000. Okay, if you use modern approach, rent and salary expenses they are increasing, so debited, cash asset decreases, so it is credited. Understood? So salary and rent paid. Now the entry of February 10th. Sold goods to Nupur rupees 50,000 and at, it should be at 20% trade discount and 5% cash discount. Half amount received immediately. Okay. Now we have to calculate here. So working note of February 10th. Sold goods to Nupur rupees 50,000. So list price is 50,000. First we have to deduct the trade discount, because even though the transaction is cash transaction or credit transaction, trade discount is applicable. So less 20% trade discount. 20% of 50,000, 10% will be 5,000, 20% will be 10,000. So we will deduct 10,000. Amount is 40,000. Okay, this amount is important. Now 5% cash discount is given to Nupur. This cash discount will be only on cash payment, and they told us that half amount received immediately, means half of this amount, that is 20,000, she is giving immediately and she is keeping credit of rupees 20,000. म्हणजे क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन 20,000चं आहे आणि कॅश ट्रान्झॅक्शन 20,000चं आहे. दिस इज द कॅश ट्रान्झॅक्शन, दिस इज द क्रेडिट ट्रान्झॅक्शन. ऑन कॅश ट्रान्झॅक्शन, that is the amount received immediately by us from Nupur, we will give cash discount. So on 20,000 less 5% cash discount. 5% of 20,000, 10% will be 2,000. Half of that will be 5%, that is 1,000. So we will receive 19,000 from Nupur. Okay, and we will give her 1,000 rupees discount because she is making cash payment immediately. For this credit transaction we will not give cash discount because this is the amount kept as credit. अर्थ कळतोय सगळ्यांना? So now let's pass the entry. Now in this entry we can pass two different entries and one combined entry. I will show you first two different entries and then we will combine them. So see the first entry. First entry will be of cash payment received. See here, this is the cash transaction. Cash received is 19,000, discount given is 1,000 and cash sale is of 20,000. So this entry we will pass. We are receiving cash, so cash account debit 19,000. We are giving discount. This discount is our loss because we are receiving 1000 rupees less from Nupur. So discount account will be debited, debit all expenses and losses. To sales account, Nupur's name is not necessary because this is the cash transactions entry, and in cash transaction party's name is not necessary in case of sale or purchase. So sale is of 20,000. This is the entry of cash transaction. Okay. Plus second entry will be of credit transaction, that is, see the entry. Now the entry of credit transaction is of rupees 20,000. So the entry will be, there will be sales account and Nupur's account. Party's name we have to mention in credit transaction. So entry will be Nupur's account debit. Nupur's account is debited by rupees 20,000 as Nupur is the receiver of goods. We are selling goods to Nupur. To sales account 20,000. No cash account will be here because this is a credit transaction and this is a cash transaction. Understood? Now from these both entries we can prepare combined entry. Okay, so I will show you combined entry here. See what will be the combined entry. Cash account will be debited by rupees 19,000. It will remain as it is. Discount account debit 1,000. It will remain as it is. Nupur's account will be debited by rupees 20,000. Okay. And to sales account 20,000 plus 20,000, that is 40,000. In this way we can pass the combined entry for this transaction. So let's pass the combined entry here. Cash account will be debited, cash account debit. Okay, 19,000 as we have received 19,000. Discount account will be debited by rupees 1,000. Then Nupur's account will be debited. This is for credit transaction. She has kept credit of rupees 20,000. To sales account 20,000 plus 20,000, 40,000. It means the transaction is of sale of goods worth rupees 40,000. From that 20,000 is credit transaction and 19,000 received cash, discount given 1,000. Okay, so sold goods to Nupur and half amount received at 5% cash discount. This will be the transaction of this combined entry. Understood? Now next transaction. Next transaction, a customer Mr. Rajesh directly deposited rupees 5,000 into bank. So on 15th Feb, Rajesh directly deposited rupees 5,000 into our bank account. So entry will be bank account will be debited as debit the receiver 5,000. To Rajesh's account, Rajesh is the giver, personal account, credit the giver 5,000. Amount directly deposited into bank. This will be the narration. This is easy entry and this is not a combined or compound entry. Only two accounts are involved in this entry. The accounts which involved more than two accounts, the entry which involves more than two accounts is known as combined entry or compound entry. Okay, so now, sorry, this is 20, the date is 20 Feb. Now we will pass last entry of this problem. Mr. Ravi owed us rupees 10,000, is declared insolvent. Let's do some working here for February 20, just for your better understanding. 3 working notes we have prepared. Preparing working notes is necessary for accurate calculation. Ravi owed rupees 10,000. He is declared insolvent. So amount receivable is 10,000 rupees from Ravi. This is the amount receivable from him. As he is declared insolvent, we got 30% amount from her estate and 70% is bad debts. Okay, 30%. 10% will be 1,000. So 30% will be 1,000 into 3, that is 3,000. So rupees 3,000 cash received from his estate, and 70% amount, 10% is 1,000. So 70% will be rupees 7,000, that is the remaining amount. This amount is not received, so these are bad debts from this customer. बॅड डेट्स याचा अर्थ बुडलेले पैसे. सो 7,000 बुडलेले आहेत, 3,000च मिळालेले आहेत अशी आपल्याला एंट्री करायची आहे. ओके. सो रवीकडून 3,000 कॅश मिळाली, 7,000 बॅड डेट्स झालेले आहेत बिकॉज ऑफ हिज इन्सॉल्वन्सी, असे आपल्याला एंट्री करायची आहे. सो एंट्री विल बी कॅश अकाउंट डेबिट received amount, that is rupees 3,000, bad debts account debit 7,000 to Ravi's account 10,000. This is the entry, and narration will be Ravi declared insolvent and only 30% amount received. This will be the entry. Okay, then you have to make the total. Debit, total from debit amount will be written here and credit here. Okay, so you do the total. Now we have to prepare the ledger from these entries. Let's see how many accounts we have to prepare. First account we have to prepare is cash account. Second account purchases account. Third account bank account. Fourth account capital account. Then here we have already prepared purchases account, so no need of preparing purchases account. Cash account is also prepared, so discount account, this will be the fifth account. Here while purchasing goods we have received discount, so this is discount received account. Okay, now next account will be sixth account rent account, seventh account salary account. Cash account is already prepared. This cash account is already prepared. This account is discount paid because while selling goods to Nupur we have given her discount, so this account we have to prepare. So this account will be 8th account. Okay, then sales account will be 9th account. Nupur's account will be 10th account. Understood? Now here we have prepared cash account. Here the discount, this is the combined entry 1 2 3, we have written here already 8 9 10, so no need of thinking this entry again. Bank account we have prepared already. Yes, Rajesh account, this will be 11th account. Then here cash account we have prepared. Bad debts account will be 12th account, and 13th account will be Ravi's account. In this way we have to prepare 13 accounts in this problem. Okay, so these are the ledger account we have prepared: cash account, purchases account, bank account, capital account. Then fifth account will be discount received account, sixth account rent account, salary account, seventh account, then discount paid account, then sales account, then Nupur's account, then Rajesh's account. Then I have prepared on the another page bad debts account and Ravi's account. Okay, in this way we have prepared 13 ledger accounts here. These are the extra accounts I have prepared. So now let's post the journal entries into ledger account. Okay, so let's start. First entry, cash account debit, purchases account debit, bank account debit to capital account. Okay. So now we have to make posting of this combined entry. The meaning of this entry is cash account debit 60,000 to capital account 60,000. This combined entry is addition of three entries. One entry is cash account debit 60,000 to capital account 60,000. Second entry is purchases account debit 20,000 to capital account 20,000. Third entry is bank account debit 25,000 to capital account 25,000. We have added these three entries and this entry is prepared. So it is called as combined entry or compound entry. So think that way and you can understand the posting easily. Cash account debit to capital account. So debit side of cash account we have to write on February 1st to capital account. Amount will be 60,000. And now second posting. Debit side of cash account to capital account means credit side of capital account by cash account. 60,000. Understood? Now purchases account debit to capital account. See here. Purchases account debit to capital account means debit side of purchases account we have to write to capital account. So debit side of purchases account to capital account 20,000. Now second posting of this entry, debit side of purchases account to capital account means credit side of capital account by purchases account. 20,000. Okay. And now the next, bank account debit to capital account. Bank account debit to capital account means debit side of bank account we have to write to capital account. Amount is 25,000. Second posting, debit side of bank account to capital account means credit side of capital account by bank account. 25,000. Okay. Understood? In this way we have to make the posting of this combined entry. So we have posted this entry. Now this entry, purchases account debit to cash account to discount received account means we have to write debit side of purchases account to cash account and to discount received account. Okay. So debit side of purchases account on February 2nd to cash account 22,800 and to discount account, that is to discount received account 1,200. Okay. Now second posting. First we will do second posting of cash account, then discount received account. Debit side of purchases account to cash account means credit side of cash account by purchases account. 22,800. Okay. Now debit side of purchases account to discount received account means credit side of discount received account by purchases account. Amount is 1,200. Understood? In this way we have made two postings of this entry. Now this entry, rent account debit, salary account debit to cash account. The posting will be just like first entry. Debit side of rent account to cash account 3,000. Debit side of salary account to cash account 2,000. And credit side of cash account by rent and by salary 3,000 and 2,000. Okay. So first we will write rent account debit to cash account. This is first entry. Salary account debit to cash account. This is second entry, and this entry is combination of these two entries. So this is called as combined entry. So we will make posting of first entry first. Rent account debit 3,000 to cash account means debit side of rent account on 5th Feb, debit side of rent account to cash account 3,000. Second posting, Debit side of rent account to cash account means credit side of cash account by rent account. 3,000. Okay. Now salary account debit to cash account means debit side of salary account to cash account 2,000. Debit side of salary account to cash account means credit side of cash account by salary account. Okay. Now the next entry. These two entries are there and this entry is combined entry. Let's see the combined entry and try to make the posting. 4 accounts are involved here. See this entry. We have completed first 3 entries and this entry are same entries. Understood? So on 10th Feb we'll post, that is we will make posting of this entry. Cash account debit, discount account debit, Nupur's account debit to sales account. Okay, this is the combination of 3 entries. Cash account debit 19,000 to sales account, discount account debit 1,000 to sales account, Nupur's account debit 20,000 to sales account. In this way we will make the posting. Cash account debit 19,000 to sales account means debit side of cash account we have to write to sales account 19,000. So debit side of cash account to sales account 19,000. Second posting. कॅश अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला सेल्स अकाउंट म्हणजे सेल्स अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला बाय कॅश अकाउंट. ओके. नाउ discount account debit 1,000 to sales account means debit side of discount account we have to write to sales account 1,000. Okay, and this discount is say discount paid account. We have prepared the discount paid account here. Okay, debit side of discount paid account we have to write to sales account. Second posting, debit side of discount paid account to sales account means credit side of sales account by discount account, that is by discount paid account 1,000. And now the third entry, Nupur's account debit to sales account means debit side of Nupur's account to sales account 20,000. So debit side of Nupur's account to sales account 20,000. And second posting, debit side of Nupur's account to sales account means credit side of sales account by Nupur's account 20,000. Nupur's अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला टू सेल्स अकाउंट म्हणजे सेल्स अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला बाय Nupur's अकाउंट. अंडरस्टूड. नाउ द नेक्स्ट एंट्री. This is simple entry, bank account debit to Rajesh account. So we have to post debit side of bank account to Rajesh, debit side of bank account on 15th Feb to Rajesh account. Amount is 5,000. Now the second posting, debit side of bank account to Rajesh means credit side of Rajesh account by bank. 5,000. Okay, now last entry, that is of 20th Feb, cash account debit, bad debts account debit to Ravi's account. So debit side of cash account we have to write to Ravi's account 3,000. Debit side of cash account to Ravi's account 3,000. Second posting, कॅश अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला रवीज अकाउंट म्हणजे रवीज अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला, हिअर आय हॅव प्रिपेअर्ड रवीज अकाउंट, रवीज अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला by cash account 3000. Okay. Now bad debts account debit to Ravi's account. Debit side of bad debts account to Ravi's account. 7000 म्हणजे बुडलेले पैसे. सेकंड पोस्टिंग बॅड डेट्स अकाउंटच्या डेबिट साईडला टू रवीज अकाउंट म्हणजे रवीज अकाउंटच्या क्रेडिट साईडला बाय बॅड डेट्स अकाउंट. अमाउंट इज 7000. Okay. In this way we have posted all the entries into ledger, and now for this problem you have to tally every account. I have taught you how to tally the accounts. So now you will tally these 13 accounts here. Okay. So tally them. If there is any problem in tallying the accounts, you can ask your doubt. Understood? That's all for today.